Yeah, I had to go ahead and get a touch of my roots because I was looking at some cheeks right now, and I feel better about myself. I feel better about life. My energy has completely changed. And let me see. What am I gonna let play in the back? Fuck.
Back on the podcast, RTG side of the game. We here, we live, and we looking good doing it, brother Eric.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
All right, so that's how we gonna start it off. All right. First order of business. Let's go ahead and jump right into the meat and potatoes of this shit. Smash Bros has now confirmed 74 goddamn characters, my G. 74. I don't know a game aside from like the PC joints, but like a mainstream game that has this many characters. Like I don't think any Mortal Kombat's had that. Tekken, Street Fighter, fucking King of Fighters. I don't think any game has this many fucking characters.
I'd say the closest game that came close to it probably would be Mortal Kombat Armageddon because they had every character in it from the Mortal Kombat franchise.
Yeah, I'd probably say like a strong second because I think that one had 32.
Probably more.
Like I would look that up, but I'm not even trying to risk it with how my connection acting. But I'm pretty sure it was deep in there. I say that to say this. Do you think that Smash Bros. Actually gonna have a DLC in the future, the same way they did with the Wii U?
Well, I mean, who more can they add if they gonna put 74 characters in there? That's crazy.
I don't know. Like people want Banjo-Kazooie, Crash. I mean, I still want Knuckles and Shadow off rip.
They could throw Sora in there too.
If they add Sora, I ain't gonna lie to y'all gonna see me become the biggest sweat in Smash. I really would. Like I was a sweat with just the normal characters I was using, let alone if they add like my all-time favorite character. As you can see in my background on my PC is Kingdom Hearts, my G. But what's happening though, folks in the chat? I appreciate y'all. Go ahead, hit that like button, share out the stream, because now we stabilized a little bit, so we good at the moment. But Agent, how you feel about Smash having 74 characters? 74.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. If they can add more characters that we all know and love, then the more the merrier in my book. As long as it's free.
Facts.
Honestly, even if it's not free, which we all know it's more than likely not, I'm okay with that. As long as it's not outrageous, you know what I'm saying?
$30 per character on some Fortnite shit.
Yeah, they can miss.
Okay, I want to know this. Are y'all getting a Switch though?
Yes.
I already have one.
The lot. Okay. We're. If I were around Christmas time, honestly, it's just for Smash and Mario Kart.
The friendship room games. Word.
Pretty much.
I bought one last year. What's it like?
All right. Well, the next question is: do you regret buying it now, or do you feel justified at this point? Is my shit lagging again?
I bought the Switches from my ex. So,
yeah, the stream is going.
I was going AWOL. All right.
That's how I look at the Switch. Like I said, I bought it for the kids, my sons, and I just have access to it.
Word. All right. Well, staying on Nintendo news, it seems as if Nintendo has finally chilled out and will allow content creators to upload videos and things like that up on YouTube and things like that, and without having to worry about getting a strike or your channel taken down and you just being erased from YouTube entirely. I feel like this is long overdue because like playing the Smash back on Wii U and shit like that, like I really did want to like film that type of shit, like be my boys, like having our little training sessions and shit like that. But I'm not about to lose my whole channel, everything I done worked for up until this point, just for Smash, bro. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Oh shit, I just realized I done.
I mean, Nintendo don't really trip on people like Lamar Wilson, JD Run, Dashy, like people that have relationships with or people that gets high views of their content. They don't trip on, which is smart and wrong at the same time.
But what I heard, only a few people have gotten that pass from Nintendo, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm mad that Biggie's not here because he's more in tune with this type of stuff. That even Dashy didn't even get like the full pass from Nintendo, but like JD did, the homie JD did. So
yeah, but did you ever see Dashy get any of his Nintendo stuff taken down? Any of Nintendo stuff getting strike? No.
Shit, Dashy just got that following and that clout level to not even have to worry about that shit.
Exactly. Plus, Dashy probably got a good ass managing team behind him.
He has to.
He has to. Over 4 million subscribers? Come on, man.
Dude's that damn entertaining. Yeah, he's got to. But yeah, I'm actually happy about that. Hey, what's had to see, Mac? I'm actually happy that this is finally happening because I could already see the lit streams that could happen, the videos and shit like that of just Smash and Mario Kart alone. Because those videos that were uploaded by other content creators who actually had access to do so were fun to watch as well. So now being able to get in on this action is good. Not to mention, if I'm not mistaken, at EVO last year, there was like a whole issue with Smash being shown. Like some of the people who were streaming it or whatever, like their streams were getting like strike down and cut off or whatever. So
I don't understand what YouTube in this day and age and Twitch. I don't understand why companies trip on content creators that's actually doing their job because that's free publicity for them.
It's free promo. Do nothing. It's free promo.
You know how many kids watch JD? How many kids watch Dashy? Like you getting free promo and you want to strike people. Whatever, man.
I just want to know. I just want to get a feel for playing this shit on the Switch, though. That's my biggest thing. Like I played like maybe 2 games of Mario Kart back when I used to go to GameStop on the Switch, and it was alright. But my biggest problem though was like I've become so accustomed to the GameCube controller because of playing Smash and shit.
Pro controller, man.
I hated that Pro controller. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That Pro controller that they had on the Wii U, I hated it, and that was because like that used to be my baby. Like I got comfortable with it, and then my homeboys were all like, "Nah, you gotta use the GameCube controller." And then next thing I know, I fell in love with the GameCube controller. I ain't looked back, so I'm not looking forward to me buying all the accessories for this shit because I'm gonna have to buy the Switch, right? Then I gotta buy Mario Kart and Smash, right? Then after that, I gotta get the GameCube controller. That's already like 400 bones, bruh. Plus.
Mm-hmm. But to me, like the Switch, Nintendo, in my opinion, Nintendo is a kid's console. It's marketed for kids. Like I love Mario Kart though. We get on Mario Kart, man. Hell yeah, Smash. Not really too good at, but I'll play it. My oldest son is a beast at Smash. But Nintendo is just for kids for me. That's just my opinion. It don't mean nothing, but it's just my opinion on that one.
I mean, Nintendo's advertised for kids, but let's keep it 100. The adults tend to buy everything because we grew up. I'm not gonna say we. I don't like saying we because I didn't grow up playing Nintendo, but for the majority of like gamers, like they grew up on Nintendo, like everything Nintendo. I grew up on Sega and PlayStation. That was my upbringing, and PC actually.
I had them all.
Yeah, like I'm all for it. I plan on copping it. Like I'm I'm actually happy I held off on buying a Switch like off rip because I'm not even gonna lie, I probably would have been collecting a lot of dust.
Well, see, now you got a reason to.
Oh yeah, now I got a whole reason to because like they have 4 to 5 games I want to play on it anyways. Like because Bayonetta 3 is only coming out for the Nintendo, and then I got Smash, Mario Kart. I'll fucking cop Splatoon just for shits and giggles. And
I gotta get that Pokemon that Detective Pikachu.
There we go. That was the next topic at hand. Let's go ahead and get on into this thing. So, hold up. Big, you got anything you want to say about, AJ, you got anything you want to say about the Nintendo Switch and its greatness right now? On like how
all I know is I'm copping, I'm gonna break the bank for it, and it's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna love it in general.
Facts. My pockets hurt already.
Your PC is out the way, bro. You good.
Right.
You good.
Once you get the PC, you feel at peace.
If y'all know where I can get a green screen for the cheap though, let me know.
Amazon.
Bet.
Because the one I got right here or whatever, I got the studio shit, so I ain't gonna lie. I might pay like a little bit more, but
I paid over $200 for mine.
I ain't pay that much because
I'm thinking about getting the Elgato joint.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
You can just keep it simple. I just got the one that has like the little stand, the clips, and the black and white background. So in case I want to switch it, yeah.
Right. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but next topic at hand. We're just gonna run through this shit for real. Pokemon Let's Go. How many of y'all seen gameplay for this shit?
Nope. I have not. You got anything for the background?
I would, but being as how like my connection's acting like a whole out here, I'm not even trying to risk it, fam. I'm not. Yeah, I appreciate you. Just put it in the chat or something like that. What was I about to say? So we've all played Pokemon Go, hopefully, because that was the game that brought peace on Earth for all of a few days until niggas started robbing. Once that happened, then that's when it went back to shit. But at first, them first couple of days when the servers were shitty on Pokemon Go, peace on Earth. Like, I was talking to like some of my neighbors who I ain't talked to since we moved, actually since they moved here, because I've been here for like the longest. I want to know, what do y'all think about Pokemon Let's Go and some of the things that you might have seen on Twitter, gameplay, etc., etc.? Because I ain't even gonna lie about what I've seen. Motherfuckers out here really like grinding. Like I've never seen so many shiny Pokemon like on my Twitter timeline since like. Actually, I ain't gonna say since like I never seen so many shiny Pokemon. Period.
But I'm confused.
What's up?
So, is Pokemon and it's on your app too on your phone?
Yeah.
What the?
You can link the shit.
So all that hard walking you did, possibly about to get stabbed and robbed at a Pokestop, pays off because at least you can do it at home now.
Right. I feel like that's one of the main reasons why they did.
Hey, low key, I found the Charizard in my bathroom one time, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I guarantee that was lit. Oh, I just thought about something. I guarantee they did this shit to prevent niggas from getting robbed anymore.
Pretty much.
No, hey, but it also has some good benefits to it.
What's happening?
Because I was reading this is a couple years ago when it first, like maybe I want to say 6 months after they came out.
Yeah,
this kid was really overweight, and him and his dad will go around every day for a couple hours looking for Pokemon, and that kid lost like 50 pounds.
Oh yeah, I think I read about that.
See shit like that. That's what that expires. You know, most games. Well, Nintendo. But look how they got the Wii and the Wii Fitness and shit like that. See, bro. Nintendo has always been ahead of the game. Like when it comes to accessories and hand consoles, Nintendo's the king. PlayStation, I don't give a damn how big Sony is, how big Microsoft is. They cannot fuck with Nintendo when it comes to, because look, the Game Boy is still around. Where's the Game Gear?
I just thought about something for future reference. I'm gonna start recording some of these trailers so I can put them in ahead of time, but that's a sidebar. I just thought about that latest shit. Another thing that actually was dope about Pokemon Go, now I think about it, was the fact that people who drove Uber, in case you only know, I did Uber before too. The thing that's pretty dope about that, motherfuckers like would legit pick up people and then like go on long ass like Pokemon like hunting drives and shit and get paid for it. That shit was fire. I was so mad like I drove Uber like at the tail end of that shit. Cause I was like, bro, I could have made so much bank off that.
Right.
Like motherfuckers like was like legit getting at least roughly like 50 to like maybe 200 depending on where you at. If like you feel like in the downtown area, like where all the, you know, Pokestop shit are at, like over in Arizona or whatever, like Tempe, Mesa, Scottsdale and shit like that, you making at least 200-300 easy depending on how involved somebody is on like determined they are as far as this Pokemon shit goes. Because we have Tempe Town Lake or whatever. That's where all the water Pokemon at. Somebody found a Gyarados out there. I want to beat their ass. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's a whole different story. I want to fade that nigga. I was mad.
What's funny is we had Chris Move out here grinding his Pokemon Go stuff too, bro.
I'm telling you, Pokemon Go really did bring peace on Earth for like a few days. I'll say that week. That first week, there's peace.
And then people started doing dumb shit.
The niggas started nigging. That's what happened. Yeah, I said it.
That's what always happened.
Yeah, I said it. Because, like, I remember when the first story broke out that people were like, we're getting robbed at Pokestops. I was like, God damn it, we can't have nothing.
Nothing.
Because here's funny. I mean, little Zilla story or whatever. I remember when we were going out for one of my homegirls' birthdays who like came in town or whatever, right? And we're at Tempe Marketplace. That's like where like all the college kids go and shit like that. Not my scene, really not. But I'm there because my homegirl's there, her friends are there. I'm basically there for security, to keep it 100 with you. But I'm like, you know what? If I'm a security nigga, I'm about to secure these Pokemon, bro. I'm about to secure this Poke bag. Tell me why. Bro, tell me why I at least had like 3 to 4 people like with me, like looking for Pokemon like in these random ass places. I was like, hey yo, where the Pokemon at? There was Pokestops everywhere. Motherfuckers popping lures and shit. Hey yo, come over here, there's a Jigglypuff. Come over here. Who's that Clefairy and shit? Bro, it was so lit. It was so lit. Motherfuckers was drunk playing Pokemon Go. That's how I knew like life was good at that moment. When you drunk and playing Pokemon Go, where you like can't walk but still want to walk to go catch yourself a Gyarados, my nigga, life is good. But for real, but Pokemon Let's Go, I ain't gonna lie, I was actually excited about seeing this. The one thing I'm confused about is how does that Pokeball work? Do any of y'all know how that shit works?
Yeah, I was looking at during the trailer. I have no clue.
I'm still lost.
Yeah, I'm confused on that.
Because what I've seen, because I ain't gonna lie, I actually watched this video on Twitter. I felt kind of bad for this girl. Because I think she found a shiny, what was it? A shiny Nidoran or something like that. And she went to catch it, and every time she threw it, the thing went over his head, fucking too low, went right next to it, and she tried popping like another scent thing or whatever, like the little wild berries, and the thing ran away. And when I tell you she screamed at the top of her lungs, I've never laughed so hard at somebody else's expense. But I felt
that's cold, bro.
I felt bad because I felt her pain, but it was just funny because like she was so happy at first, like, oh, I found the shiny, and then all of a sudden that motherfucker said, peace. Pew! I was like, oh, that's fucked up. But Eric,
and there is a way that like if you declined all the Pokemon at the beginning, you get like a Pikachu or something like that.
Yeah, motherfuckers started finding workarounds. I just wanted a Squirtle because I love Blastoise. That's my favorite. That's my dog right there.
I wanted what's not Charizard,
Charmeleon.
Yeah, man, I wanted one of those, man.
What? Hold up. Time. Why the fuck do you want a Charmeleon?
Hey, man.
Anything after a Charmander is an asshole entirely.
Hey, man. He like Lil Wayne. He got that fire. He got that big. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't get all the way the fuck up out of here with that bullshit, because Charmeleon was cool. Like he was an asshole. But he was like a teenage asshole. Whereas Charizard was grown, like this nigga paid bills type asshole. Like, I ain't doing this shit, Ash. Fuck you.
Yeah, my favorite will always be Pikachu. That's the way it is.
I hate Pikachu. I hate Ash more than I hate Pikachu, honestly.
Why do you hate Pikachu?
I hate Ash's Pikachu, honestly. I don't think I really hate Pikachu. I just hate Ash's Pikachu.
Why?
That whole alright, so you remember back in the day, right? Where like we were all anticipating on Pikachu turning into a Raichu once he met and battled Raichu, and like you see how strong Raichu was.
Yeah, but see, Ash tried to force him to evolve by rock. Do it.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna hold you. That you good? That's your alarm. That just pissed me off because I'm like, bro, Raichu was that nigga, bro. And it's like, oh, you don't want to do it? The power of friendship? Man, fuck all that. I'm tired of you getting your ass beat by every big ass Pokemon we fight, my G.
He ended up beating Raichu's ass up.
He did, but I put that on writing, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I put that shit on writing. Cause hold up, time out. My brain's a little fuzzy when it comes to Pokemon. I'm so mad my nigga Oscar ain't here because he legit like knows Pokemon like the back of his hand. Didn't he beat Dragonite at some point too?
Yeah.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
He beat Mewtwo too.
See. That's how we get ridiculous. That's how we get ridiculous.
Of that, they should have never let Pikachu talk, dog. That shit confused the hell out of me.
Oh, when he had that girl voice.
I don't think. The movie. We're on the movie.
Are you talking about the girl voice or the Ryan Reynolds one?
The one, the girl voice.
The girl voice. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I fucked everybody up.
Like,
ain't nobody seen that shit coming.
I don't think Ryan Reynolds needs to be near Pikachu or whatever. That's my opinion.
I mean, my whole thing is that's why I don't like Pikachu because they made this motherfucker super OP for the sake of being OP.
He's the Goku of Pokemon, man.
I think that's why I don't like him. To be honest with you, I think that's why I don't like him. Cause I'm like, I see him go up against Dragonite, bro. I'm like, oh, he about to get smashed on, bro. Ash gonna have to break out.
He's Goku. Charizard gotta be Vegeta.
Probably.
Cause he ain't getting much love though. But Charizard's that nigga. Okay, I see how he rocking.
But Charizard always pull up when you need him to pull up. He don't come when you need him. He come when you need him.
Charizard does pull up with the smoke though, but like I'm trying to break down like all the Pokemon that Ash has that like will just pull up for no reason, and I think Charizard might be it.
You got a bunch of them.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's kind of hard.
I hate the most is Psyduck, yo. Psyduck, man, I hate Psyduck.
I love Psyduck. I loved him.
Strong as hell, but he's just fucking retarded.
Jigglypuff is fucking retarded.
I hate Jigglypuff. I want to kick that pink bitch in the man.
I hate all them puffs.
The one I like is Snorlax though, because that nigga be sleeping. He big as shit. He don't be moving.
Snorlax.
Like that episode where the Snorlax is blocking the waterfall and he's trying to get him to move.
Yep.
That shit was classic.
I like Snorlax though because he's strong as shit too, but he's like, I just want to sleep. Like, can't y'all leave me alone?
Bruh.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. If I seen a Snorlax in real life, I'd probably lay on that nigga belly and take a nap. I ain't gonna hold you.
He wouldn't mind.
His stomach look comfortable, bro. Like, I'm like, I want to lay on that.
That shit, it should look like him and Appa, nigga. That's why I like to.
Bro, Appa, fucking Snorlax, and I ain't gonna lie, Roadhog from Overwatch. That nigga has the perfect like sphere stomach, bro. I want to take a nap on them shits. Like, those are nap time bellies. And Appa, speaking of Appa, by the way, for all my pop collectors, an Appa pop is coming out day one. Back to Pokemon. Yeah, I couldn't stand Pikachu only because this motherfucker was beating everybody. I hated that shit. Like, he was beating people.
Bulbasaur used to come through with shit. They just flop, bro.
What's Bulbasaur doing? His best.
He's trying really hard.
That's literally what he was doing. Like, when he turned into a Venus.
You know what Pokemon that got on my damn nerve?
Who? I want to hear this.
The egg one that Misty had. The little special. That thing that do
Starfish?
Nah, the egg.
That thing that do shit for years.
Bro, what's that little motherfucker's name?
I don't remember.
I hated that one too.
It did nothing.
I hated it because it always got Misty fucked up.
I hated him and I hated Diglett. Diglett. I hated little fuckers.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You know what Pokemon has been ruined for me because of Twitter?
What?
Geodude.
Oh,
ever since I heard that dude call him Punchy Rock, I can't unhear that now. I can't unfucking hear that. Like, when Pokemon Go came out, and like me and my boys like were walking around the neighborhood like finding Pokemon and shit. My boy Oscar was like, "Hey yo, I found the Geodude." I'm like, who the fuck is Geodude? And I was all like, I feel like I'm about to fuck up my entire childhood. And he's like, bro, you know who the fuck Geodude is? He's like, the motherfucker with arms on his head. I was like, oh, Punchy Rock? He's like, don't even talk to me. I was like, God damn it.
Bro, one of my all-time sleeper favorites is the boxing dude.
Oh, Hitmonchan?
Yeah, Hitmonchan.
I like Hitmon Lee. That was my dog. And yes, it was because his last name was Lee because of Bruce Lee. I'm biased. Call me what you want.
I mean, all of them was hard to me, bro.
Hitmonchan, Hitmon Lee. There was another one, too.
That motherfucker knew karate.
There was another one, too, wasn't there? Like, there was 3 fighter ones, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, it was just 3 total. They all evolved. It was Hitmonchan, Hitmon Lee, and then there's a third one. I don't remember the name of it.
I don't remember. But I remember Machamp was a beast. My favorite, I ain't gonna lie, my favorite Pokemon, though, was Alakazam. The final form. That was my dog. When I found him in the streets, I ain't gonna lie, I almost trespassed somebody else's yard.
Yo, can we talk about the fact that I didn't know Ekans was snake backwards?
You good. Ain't nobody picked that shit up until internet.
Like, bruh.
Like Arbok is Cobra.
See, I didn't know that.
Nobody picked that shit up upon release. Like, ain't no kid can sit there and be like, oh yeah, I knew Ekans was snake backwards. No, the fuck you did not.
Right. Hey, quick sidebar. Hey, Eric.
Yes.
Alright. So, if YES spell yes.
Oh, God.
What does EYES spell?
I don't know. I'm not even gonna rack my brain on fucking trying to
You know, it's the fucked up part, my G. Like, if you actually thought about it, you're gonna be mad at yourself. Cause I knew exactly where I was going.
Come on, bro. If YES spells yes, what does EYES spell, bro? I believe in you.
Oh, Lord.
Good, bro.
I hate this.
Don't we gotta talk about the video game awards?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This nigga Age is a fucking retard, dog. Cause, oh Jesus God, but yeah, Pokemon Let's Go. I ain't even gonna lie, that
hit you with a blah 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 blah.
Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm pulling up the video game awards on my phone right now so we can talk about this. But Pokemon Let's Go, I think that they made that game based off the hacks that were coming out like on Pokemon Go. I legit had this theory, like that's why they made this shit. Like they seen how popular like those hacks were becoming, and they said, you know what? Let's go ahead and get on. Yeah, let's go ahead and make some money off this. Like I ain't mad. Like
Pokemon is one of the franchises that will never die. People keep having kids.
Oh, hell to the nah.
It's like Power Rangers.
I think honestly, in the game community, Pokemon is probably the longest running series, dog. Outside of Mario Kart.
Pokemon and Mario.
Not Mario Kart, but Mario.
Pokemon and Mario.
Batteries that I ran through with my Game Boy Color playing on Pokemon games.
Bro, you remember that bullshit light that we used to have for the Game Boy Colors and shit?
Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
I swear that light only lasted like a week, fam.
It never lasts long. It never did. And then, like, you try playing that bitch on a road trip, you got to go past every damn light and shit and just hope that you're doing something right.
Right. But, yo, when it comes to, like, the series of games, Nintendo got it, dog. Like,
they had, like, some of the longest running ones, except for fighting games.
Well, you have to think about it. Nintendo was out when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I think Nintendo and fighting games are, like, the only, like, long-running franchise. Like, everything else tends to have, like, it's waved and dies out. I think Call of Duty might be the next thing, depending on like where it goes from here.
Right.
Because like
I don't.
Medal of Honor died.
I don't see us playing Call of Duty when.
Oh yeah, sports too. But like I think shooters might be like the only genre of like games that like come and go.
I think shooters because of Call of Duty. Call of Duty is the only reason Battlefield Call of Duty. I think those are the only reasons that shooters been relevant for the past over 10 years.
I mean, remember Medal of Honor died out. I never thought Medal of Honor would go anywhere.
Somebody at my door. I gotta open it. Oh, never mind.
Like, I never thought Medal of Honor was going to go anywhere. I actually like Medal of Honor. I preferred it. But it had a few bad games, and it just never recovered. And EA just said, fuck that, we're going to stick with this Battlefield. Know what I mean? But on to the video game awards. Now, we're not going to cover every single category, because they got categories in here that don't even make not an ounce of sense. So, let's go ahead and talk about Game of the Year. Because,
God of War.
Well, before we vote, before we cast our vote.
Never mind, read that.
We have Game of the Year, right? Assassin's Creed Odyssey, good game. Celeste, never heard of it. God of War, good game. Marvel Spider-Man, good game. Monster Hunter World, didn't expect that one. Didn't play it, so I can't say if it's good or not, but I haven't heard anything bad. And Red Dead Redemption 2. What would y'all give it to and why?
If it's not Red Dead or God of War, I don't know. God of War would get it for that opening scene alone. In my opinion, that was probably one of the greatest openings of a video game in like history, dog.
That first boss fight,
yes,
yeah, that boss fight that was better than some in-boss fights.
That shit was hard though.
Like the one where you were fighting on the dragon, when you had to fight him on the dragon. Come on, man.
I'm giving it to God of War only because they took a well-known character that everybody knows and loves for like the most part, right? They put him in a different world. They had a completely different studio do it, and a different voice actor like voice Kratos, and not even sound like remotely type of like funky with it. Like like it sounded good the whole time, right? They introduced probably a new character for like the upcoming God of War games, and they left it an open ending for future games. Not only that, the story itself was dope. Now we didn't get full closure on like how Kratos ended up in in Viking world. Midgard or whatever. Like, we didn't get that type of information, but we got enough to know that, like, some shit went down for him to be here and, like, start anew, or attempt to start anew. So I think that's why God of War should win, because they took a well-known character and gave him a story and still tied it in with the old one without making it seem like it's, you know, like they're trying too hard.
And to interject on that, they think they slick, but they did it in God of War 2, and they did it in this game as well. They done got a whole new series I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but they done got a whole new series now.
Oh boy, about to get this work.
With a whole different new character.
Oh boy, about to get this work. Like that, the ending scene where old boy pulls up at your front door. Oh, he gonna get this work. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
he gonna get all this work. I'm waiting. He need to run my fade.
But see, the thing is, I wish they did that ending cutscene with the son.
Like he went to open the door.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of lit. I ain't gonna hold you. That'd be.
We talking about God of War because I got a totally different ending.
Which one did you get?
I got the one where they finally made it to spread her ashes, and he told his son.
There's a cutscene after that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you got
some bitch.
Yeah, you missed. Hold on, I'll link him.
Yeah, but I say you missed a dope ass cutscene. You gonna be all like, bro, he about to get all the work. Red Dead Redemption 2. I have not beat the story yet, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a whole 1000 with you, fam. It's cool. But the more I start playing the game, I care more about the supporting characters than I do about Arthur. I find myself being more intrigued with Lenny. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck is Dutch's plan. This nigga always has a fucking plan that involves me doing some bullshit.
I want to have a whole conversation with you, but I can't.
I wouldn't do live on stream.
I'm so far behind on Red Dead. I can't give Red Dead the game of the year, but I'm not invested in it yet.
I think that's my problem. Like, I was more invested in God of War than I have been in Red Dead. And don't get me wrong, Red Dead is a great game. I don't want nobody to get fucked up. It has issues that I'm gonna probably state in my review for the game, but it's definitely a good game. It's a solid game. It's definitely a solid game. But I
wish they would have left the control.
Hold on. To quickly interject, Eric, check the group chat. Skip to 2:30.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
But I would definitely give God of War Game of the Year. I'd probably give not Spider-Man. I'd probably give
That's the thing. See, I would give it to Spider-Man because I really, really enjoyed Spider-Man.
But I mean, personally, it's either Red Dead or God of War for me. I say Red Dead because I finished the whole game, and you got the online and the hype around Red Dead is 10 times bigger than God of War.
I would pick Man over God of War, and hear me out. Only because Spider-Man has DLC. God of War doesn't have any DLC.
I think
Red Dead got online.
I think to both of y'all points, God of War.
Yeah, but I'm not invested in Red Dead. I've beaten Spider-Man and God of War.
I think God of War didn't need any DLC because that's for the next game. And for Red Dead, it's open world and it's designed to be that way. God of War is not designed to be a supremely open world game. Like, it's a linear game that has some open world elements, and I think that's what kept people invested and make them want to do everything in the game.
I mean, yeah, I'll agree with you on that because there's a lot of shit done. But like Spider-Man has DLC and probably another upcoming DLC.
Like the DLC for Red Dead, only thing I can think of is is if you end up as the son. You know what I'm saying, Jack? That's the only DLC, and then you follow through with Jack.
I'm not invested.
That's a whole nother game. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why I can't give game of the. And plus, to be honest, I can't really give any game of the year because the games that I want don't come out till next month.
That's what we talk about to this year's game of the year.
Yeah, like I'm not excited for anything like I am next month.
Hey, Kingdom Hearts is already getting game of the year for me. I already been said this.
Guys,
what's happening, fam?
I gotta go.
All right, go ahead and make that bread, fam.
All right, man.
Yeah, I gotta go to work. Yo, stream, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I love y'all like a fat kid love cake.
All right, on to the next game or next category. Best ongoing game. We have Destiny 2 Forsaken, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Rainbow Six Siege. This is actually an interesting list. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wouldn't put Forsaken in here because I don't think that Destiny 2 has had, at least from my perspective, has had that like complete pitfall that the first Destiny had. Because the first Destiny, like, when people got done with, like, the DLC and shit, that game just dwindled and disappeared. And that's when they brought, like, the Taken King and the Rise of Iron. That's when that bitch picked right back up. I do not think, I'm not fully aware at this moment, that Destiny 2 Forsaken has, like, garnered their crowd, like, all the way back again. Like, they picked them up from the dead the same way that, like, Rainbow Six Siege did and turned everything around. Like how Overwatch has, like, kept content flowing consistently. Hell, No Man's Sky apparently came back from the dead. And Fortnite, that's been around forever. So I'm pretty sure Fortnite's going to get it. But
yeah, like I'm not even going to put Fortnite's out of the category to me because that's kind of a landslide right there.
Yeah.
That is the most popular game out.
Well, if you had to give to another game that wasn't so obvious, like, yeah, what would it be?
Ooh, that's the thing, because like Siege, I'm not a big Siege player. Destiny, that game died for me, man. I mean, there was no coming back. I don't know, man. This is a tough one.
I had to give it to Siege personally.
I have to give it to Overwatch because Overwatch, they stay on their shit. You know what I'm saying? They stay on their shit.
They just released a new character too. So like
they stay on it.
That's why I say, like, I'm not even mad at the Overwatch, but like I'd give it to Siege only because, like, same with Overwatch, they just keep pumping out just content, just more shit. So we all know it's gonna go to Fortnite.
Yeah, that's why I took Fortnite out of the occasion.
But
like, you know,
my personal preference would be Siege. Eric's would be Overwatch. Oh, this is actually a good one right here. Best video game direction. Now, for those of you guys who did not know what they mean by this, it's awarded to a game studio for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. They have A Way Out. That was the 2-player co-op joint, the prison one. Detroit Become Human, God of War, Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Detroit Become Human.
I ain't even gonna lie, I was thinking the same thing too.
Even though I love that story, I haven't played it yet. Because I was planning on doing a playthrough. Mm-hmm. I just said forget it. I watched Chase's playthrough. That game was phenomenal.
I watched 2 different ones. I watched Chase's and I watched TBH. Shout out to the homies. I watched theirs, like their shit, and I was like, this game is interesting.
When we were at E3, we went in for the sitting of it, and like we started watching it, and Chase was like, "Yo, man, this gonna be bigger than Overwatch." I mean, Watch Dogs of that caliber of games.
I think it actually probably did, because like, isn't there multiple endings to it too?
Yeah.
So
like that, and plus it's a decision-based game, but it has so much action in it too. It's not like Walking Dead where it's just, little bit amount of action and more cinematic, which I don't mind at all. But Detroit Become Human was crazy.
Personally,
that shit was insane.
I'd say the 3 games that's probably gonna have to be between is like A Way Out, Detroit Become Human, and God of War, because God of War, like I said, like it has made a completely different story and went in a different direction than we expected. We've seen a different side of Kratos and shit like that. Yeah. Detroit Become Human, that just had a narrative that was actually enticing and intriguing. And A Way Out, as far as game design goes, like, one person buys a game to 2 of your friends, and like you and a friend could play this shit, then like you have to like rely on each other like to escape and like,
Yeah, you literally had to work together.
Yeah, like those 3 games added some type of innovation to gaming. So
yeah,
that was a toss up.
Let's be real. Let's be 100. Let's be 100. God of War, platformer. You know what I'm saying? Great platformer, but platformer. Spider-Man, open world action. What was the other one?
Red Dead.
Detroit, Red Dead.
Open world
action. Now Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Detroit and what's the other one? And No Way.
A Way Out.
For the creativity, it has to go to No Way Out. But story-wise, I would have to go with Detroit Become.
It's still a toss-up for me because gameplay-wise, like A Way Out, the way they did that shit was dope. Story, that's toss-up between God of War and Detroit Become Human. And Detroit Became Human only felt close because that seemed like some real shit that possibly could happen.
Exactly.
So that one, I was like, all right, I see how you rocking.
They're all phenomenal games in their own.
Yeah, like each game offers something in their own right. I would just argue that Red Dead 2, while it is a great game, it hasn't innovated much. It just added on to what GTA 5 had, and it just added a lot of details to it. But I'm gonna save all my other shit for, the review.
I can't even speak on Red Dead because I haven't played it that much. Now I'm not saying it's bad because I just haven't got around to it. I'm not invested.
You just haven't invested enough time into it. Yeah.
Now when I kick into the story and You know what I'm saying? Bam. Like, you know, then I can have more to speak on it. I get more of an opinion.
I feel you. All right, best narrative.
Before we go to, we still on this topic?
Oh no, this is just best narrative. Like this is actually story focus.
Okay, go ahead.
As a matter of fact, hold up, to go back on it, now since they have best game direction, best narrative, that's just weird, but whatever. Best narrative. So if you don't know what narrative is, I'm gonna need you to go back to elementary school, fam. Detroit Become Human, God of War, Life is Strange 2, Episode 1, Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Off rip, I ain't even gonna hold you. It's probably gonna be between Detroit and God of War. I didn't watch Life is Strange. I just know it's like a heavily narrative-based game, but I feel like Detroit or God of War have a better.
You know what Life is Strange remind me of?
What up?
Heavy Rain, and I do not like that game.
I remember pieces of that game. That's because my mom played it.
I watched my boy stream that. My boy that's in Canada on his Twitch channel. He streamed Heavy Rain. I could not get into it. I just couldn't. I don't know what it was, but I would have to say I'm going to go with Detroit Become Human because that story was just so good. That and God of War.
That's why I said it's going to be between them two for me.
You can't really put Spider-Man in that category because that's mission. You know what I'm saying?
And to my knowledge, I don't fully remember Spider-Man's story all that much, but it didn't really do anything like crazy. Like it didn't tell the story of like how Peter Parker like gets jumped by a bunch of villains and dies. In case you only read the comics. All right. This one, not best art direction. Let's see. Is there any other good ones in here? Best audio design, best performance. Hold up. Best performance. Oh, hold up. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about this one. So, best performance. These are the voice actors of most of the games that we've mentioned thus far. So, we got Brian DeChart as Connor from Detroit Become Human. Christopher Judge, Kratos as Kratos from God of War. Melisiniath Mahout, she played Cassandra from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan. And then we got Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I'm going to keep it a whole 1,000 with you. Is it going to be between Christopher Judge or the girl who did a Cassandra from Assassin's Creed? Because her voice acting was fire. I kind of regret picking the dude for Odyssey.
I'm going the dude who played Kratos, hands down.
He did do his thing.
There's no. I was pissed that T.C. Carter didn't. What's his name? T.C. Carter,
the original dude. I know you're talking about.
I was kind of mad he didn't do it, but this dude did it justice.
Yeah,
if you want to switch,
he
get somebody to do it justice.
It sounded like he was aged too, though. Like it didn't sound like. You know,
that's exactly how I took it as an older Kratos.
Yeah, it didn't sound like God of War 1 Kratos where he still has some type of vigor. Like it did sound like an older Kratos. Like it sounded like the dude had a beard. Even though he doesn't have a beard.
Like with all his age and wisdom and all his pain became wisdom.
Yeah, it sounded exactly like
mentoring his son.
It sounded like an older Kratos. It didn't sound like he was young. But I'd have to put it between the Cassandra and Kratos because the Cassandra. Her voice acting is crazy. I'm gonna keep 1,000 with you. So let's see. Best indie game. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've not played a bunch of indies. I'm sorry. Me neither. I feel kind of ashamed because I usually do.
Hold on, but let me take this time to jump in here for a second. I saw something so amazing to me yesterday. What? War World Z 2019. That shit looks so fire. It's multiplayer. It's kind of it looked like the Division. I actually called Kool-Aid. I was like, "Yo, did the Division drop a Zombies DLC?" He's like, "Nah, yo, woo. Look it up when you get a chance."
You said World War Z. I'll peep.
Look it up. We might have to jump on that. It's up before. It's like a Wildlands Division type, but it looked like it's just nonstop, like a Left 4 Dead, but nonstop.
I'll have to peep. Best action game. I ain't even gonna hold you with this one. This one is ass. Because it's gonna go to the game. The first game I mentioned is gonna go to it. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Dead Cells. Destiny 2 Forsaken. Far Cry 5 and Mega Man 11.
Call of Duty.
Yeah. That's I can't even form an argument for anything else because Far Cry 5, I ain't even gonna lie, that ending was trash. All the endings are garbage. I fucking hated those endings. Destiny 2 Forsaken, I'm sorry, you might have a following, but Call of Duty still holds the crown and reigns supreme. Yeah. But best action adventure. I just don't
like Destiny.
I fell out of love for it. Like my homeboys on PC trying to get me to play it with them, but I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. But best action adventure game: Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Not gonna lie to you, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 might come away with this.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I haven't got the Tomb Raider, Shadows of the Tomb Raider. I just finished Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I can't, if we're talking names here, we're going to have to go with God of War and Spider-Man. But I haven't played, I'm a huge Tomb Raider fan.
Right.
So I don't, I'm not going to speak on this because, like I said, I haven't played Shadows of the
I think Red Dead's going to get it simply because of the fact that it's open world and it offers so much action opportunities. I think that's why I might come away with this one.
Red Dead is a huge title regardless, man.
Exactly. I think that name, the name itself, might precede the action. Because the game, to keep it 100 with you, the game is actually rather peaceful. Like, you might get jumped every now and again and some random shit may happen. But you can, go out and hunt and be okay for, hours.
Yeah.
But, I think that game might get it.
There's so much content in the open world, you won't get bored.
Yeah, I think that might take it because of that reason. It has so much to offer that I think that's why I might get it.
I mean, because let's be real on let's take it back to what do we want to do out of anything? Make money to buy shit. Just like Red Dead, making money to buy your clothes, you upgrade your weapons, and et cetera, et cetera.
Well, we got maybe two more. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna talk about this one because I feel disrespected. Best fighting game: Blaze Brew Cross Tag Battle, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Soul Calibur 6, and Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition. That game has barely been finished. Tekken 7 should be in here. I don't give a fuck. I feel disrespected, even if it didn't win. My game needs a nomination. It's probably gonna go to Dragon Ball Fighter Z because that had I think the most viewers at Evo this year. I think that one did. Yeah. So I think that was gonna come away with it. I would like for Soul Calibur to win because the gameplay on that fire, the character creation on that shit is insane, and I just like Soul Calibur. I haven't bought it yet, but I just like the game. I respect it because I remember getting my ass beat by my cousin. I love
Soul Calibur.
I remember getting my ass beat by my cousin playing it, so I do like the game. But I think that game should win, but I know Dragon Ball is going to win it. It's going to.
Well, I love how Soul Calibur takes, big name with Vader, Yoda, Ezio, Star Killer, you know what I'm saying, from other franchises and put them in their game. It's ridiculous. That's dope.
I would just like it to win because Tekken's not in there and because Bandai Namco, I think develops both games. Fuck it, give it to Soul Calibur, goddammit. I'm hurt. Tekken should be in there, not Street Fighter. I don't care. Hate me in the comments. Street Fighter should not be in there. Yeah, I said it.
I agree with you. Street Fighter, that's what were we just saying? That's Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? That's legendary.
That game
it's legendary.
That game came out with only 5 characters. You mean to tell me that's nominated for best fighting game? I need my fade.
Well, let's talk about the Negan trailer in Tekken 7.
We gonna touch on that. We gonna tie into that later because anybody who's a Negan on me, I'm taking that disrespect. I've been said this. I want to talk about this category only because it seems so weird and just out of place, right? So I would assume that for gaming it'd have best sports game because there's plenty of sports games. But for whatever reason, they decided to combine sports and racing and only nominate one racing game. Pete. So we have
right?
Yep, we have FIFA 19, Forza Horizon 4, Mario Tennis Aces, NBA 2K19, and Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. I'm gonna give it to FIFA only because that is what's that, the beautiful game or the world game or some shit like that. I don't know the tagline that goes with FIFA. I'm giving it to FIFA.
I know FIFA has a hell of a following.
Exactly, I'm giving it to FIFA because 2K.
Yeah, you said enough.
Yeah, so I'm giving it to FIFA. Forza, I'm sorry, you got You got hoed. You shouldn't even be in that type of category. But I think this is gonna be the last one because all the other ones we have actually. Hold up, let me see. Oh, we have one more after the one I'm about to mention. Best multiplayer game. We have Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Destiny Forsaken 2, Fortnite. We're gonna take that one out. Monster Hunter World and Sea of Thieves. I don't know why Sea of Thieves made it on here.
Sea of Thieves, man. That game. Who? Go ahead, Will.
I don't know how. I don't know how that shit made it on here, but
Call of Duty, hands down.
You think so? Over Fortnite?
Yeah. Well, they're both juggernauts, man.
Yeah, this is the battle of the Titans right here because you got COD, which like
this is Jordan versus Bird, man.
Like the old dudes, I'm not gonna say the old, but the older folks I work with, like the folks I work with at my job or whatever, even they like this Call of Duty, and that's saying something because they hated everyone like before this. They like Black Ops. I think they'd be like, I like Black Ops 1, 2, and they didn't like Modern Warfare, and then they liked Black Ops 3, and they kind of like World War 2 because it was boots on the ground, but they didn't like it too much, but they liked this one.
You know, I would have to give it to. Let me say this.
This is hard. I ain't gonna hold you.
The only reason it's really not that hard if you really think about it. Let's see. Oh man, I lost. Okay, here we go. I got it back. I would give it to Call of Duty only because it's a franchise. I don't see Fortnite like 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Fortnite doing that.
So you think because of Call of Duty's like catalog that it might?
Yeah, we're talking longevity here.
I
mean, Call of Duty's been around for more than 10 years plus.
I think Fortnite could do it only because of the crazy fucking following it has. I've never seen a game that's like either severely hated or severely loved like Fortnite. Like for Call of Duty, like in other games that we mentioned, there's some type of middle ground to it. You know what I mean? Like 2K, we have people who hate it, people who love it, and then people like me who are like in the middle, like who just take it for what it is or whatever, right? We have the COD players, people who thoroughly hate it, and people who like love it, and in the middle ground. Like Fortnite ain't no middle ground. I have yet to see a fucking middle ground for Fortnite. And I see more love for Fortnite than hate. But what I see. I'm only going off what I see.
I would have to give it to. I mean, they're both juggernauts, but it's just COD. It just seemed like it won't go anywhere. I can see Fortnite dying.
I can see it happening, especially when the kids grow up. I want to see what happens when kids grow up.
I can see Fortnite dying because of, like, you know, look at COD. They have Battle Royale now. Is Destiny gonna have a Battle Royale when they drop a new one?
Oh,
you get what I'm saying?
I don't know, like, because Fortnite, I think Fortnite has the benefit. I'm gonna put it like this because I actually thought about this shit recently. I think Fortnite is like the Drake of like the video game world, where Drake came out kind of like at a good/weird time or whatever. Like, because people forget Drake, Kendrick, and Cole, like, and I think like Wale and a few others, like they came out like in the same class. And Drake has withstood like the test of time as far as relevancy and like just overall popularity. Granted, I'm not gonna sit here like Cole and Kendrick ain't got no popularity. God damn it, I ain't saying that. I'm saying like as far as like mainstream like globally type shit. Know what I'm saying? Like I think that like Fortnite has like capitalized on that, and Drake has like grew up with these kids type shit, and like now these kids kind of like grew up on his music and hold him as like the GOAT. I think the same thing is being applied to when it comes to Fortnite, whereas like the kids who like watch their favorite content creators like play this shit like that, they grew up playing it, they kind of built their own like fan base or whatever, and that shit just keeps growing. So I think they're growing with Fortnite, and Fortnite's growing with them, similar to like how Drake's doing it. I literally think that Fortnite's the Drake of like gaming. I legit think that.
This how I think about it. Now, Fortnite is not the OG of Battle Royale, but it is kind of like the headliner. You know, out of PUBG, H1Z, and all that stuff.
It's like the Golden State Warriors of like Battle Royale.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, there's like Call of Duty has Battle Royale now. You know, and Destiny can get Battle Royale, and what's that? What's the other one? The one Titan game could get Battle Royale.
Titanfall.
It's not so exclusive anymore. It's not so, you know, everybody's jumping on that bandwagon.
I think what works in Call of Duty's favors for Battle Royale is the mechanics of the game. Because we all hate Call of Duty for like the most part. I'm not gonna say hate it, but like we have our gripes with Call of Duty, but
we got a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, but like thing is like the shooting and like how you aim and shit like that is so easy for Call of Duty. Like you don't have to guess or anything. Like it's not left up to chance like to like how other Battle Royale games is. So I think that's kind of like what gives it the slight edge in like the Battle Royale category for like casual players.
It's just that to me that Fortnite is in a league of its own with the Battle Royale, and it only takes one to knock you off that throne. Because look how PUBG was. It was the Battle Royale, man, after H1Z1 and all the other ones and DayZ, PUBG stomped them out. Fortnite came in, stomped them out. All it takes is one good game.
I think the issue with like what happened like with PUBG and H1 is like H1, they didn't even finish their game. PUBG, they didn't finish their game. Fortnite might be following the same trend, but for like the most part, it's still more playable. It's still the most playable and the most smoothest like Battle Royale experience compared to the other Battle Royale games. I think that's what's keeping it on top because they continue to update it, they continue to like put out maintenance patches, and they basically just continue to just stay relevant. I think that's the main benefit. Will it slow down? Possibly in the future, but will it get like forgotten the same way H1 has? I'm sorry, because I actually like H1, but I don't think it's gonna get that bad. I can't see that happening.
It will. I don't think it will be forgotten, but I still think it's gonna go. See, Fortnite has one thing over everything. It's free. It's free. That's it right there. PUBG's not free. The rest of them wasn't free. That's free.
As long as it remains free, it's gonna continue to be all right.
Yeah, because like one of my boys, he doesn't have PlayStation Plus right now. We were like, get on Blackout. He was like, I'm just gonna play Fortnite until I feel like buying PlayStation Plus.
You see. So I'm not saying
it's gonna die. I just don't think it's gonna go Fortnite 2, Fortnite 3. Like Call of Duty was. That's I don't think
they're gonna do that. I think for Fortnite what they're gonna do with that game is they're just gonna continue to update it, similar to like how Siege is doing like right now. I think they're gonna do that. Whereas like just one game, just like with a bunch of patches and like add-ons and shit like that. Because they could continue to keep this free service going on and just continue to like win with microtransactions. Because once they add a price tag to the game itself, I think that's when it's going to be an issue.
And I don't think they ever will because they make too much money in the microtransactions. But this is another thing here. Black Ops 4 just came out. We're talking about Treyarch. We're already discussing what Infinity War has up their sleeve. You see what I'm saying? I don't see that for Fortnite.
I ain't even worried about Infinity War. Like I'm waiting to be disappointed.
But it's in the conversation. What are they gonna do? Blah blah blah. Like when we were playing Black Ops 3 and they were talking about Black Ops 4 got announced. Is it gonna be boots on the ground? Is it gonna have this? Is it gonna have that? You know what I'm saying? That Call of Duty will forever be alive.
Call of Duty's not dying, but I think Fortnite might have like a slowdown period, but I don't think it's gonna I think they recently tracked like they still have like I think 2.4 concurrent users still to this day.
Yeah.
That shit's ridiculous. When you really break down how many people that is, that's crazy. Games haven't even sold that much.
In Fortnite, what I would give Fortnite,
some games, is
they can always add onto their map.
Yep.
And people will eat it up.
Because they haven't made a new map. Like I remember people complaining about like not having a new map. They still haven't made a new map. They just like add on to it.
I mean, when I watch my son play with his friends, right, on Fortnite, and they're battling people, they're like, "Oh, look, there's a no skin." Like that alone, right there, just says everything.
I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I see a no skin, I get scared. From what I did play Fortnite, whenever I seen a no skin, I assume that's a sock account. I do.
That's Tfue?
Yeah, bro. I assume that's a sock account, bro. Because I'm like, it's way too many months for you not to have a single free skin in this game. Nah, bro. You ain't fooling nobody. But Fortnite and Call of Duty is gonna be one of them too. I'm probably gonna give it to Fortnite because that I have not seen an anomaly like this game.
Yeah, that is true. And we were saying that about Call of Duty a couple years ago.
Yeah, like when Call of Duty was creator class, et cetera, amongst like, the Halos and the Gears and the CSGOs, the Battlefields, and that game like to shut everything down. I have not seen that like since. So whatever game it goes to as far as like them two go, I would not be surprised, honestly.
And like we could have said the same thing about Minecraft too.
Fucking Minecraft.
Lord knows that took over the world.
I hate Minecraft. I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched my boy play that shit.
I'm not a fan. My kids have those games. They don't even...
My homeboy loves Minecraft. He can play that shit for hours and make a castle with like working stairs and a fucking escalator and shit. No. But best esports game. I'm gonna talk about this one because this is actually interesting because I low-key like esports a little bit. We have CSGO, Dota 2. I'm actually surprised this one actually hit the list, but Fortnite, I don't think this one gonna win. So yeah, League of Legends and Overwatch.
League of Legends. League of Legends has. If you go to Twitch right now, go to League of Legends. The guy, the top. I went to League of Legends and the top guy had over 100,000 people in there watching. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
Yes. So at points like they're like the top 3. There's no less than 50,000 people watching in the top 3. You know, it's League of Legends is crazy.
That one is actually shocking for me because I honestly would figure that it probably would be like Dota, maybe like CS:GO. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't heard much traction or like much of anything for CS:GO. Like I follow them on Twitch, or whatever, and I see a few highlights or whatever. I can't get into CS:GO. I can't. I just can't do it.
See, I'll go to. I'm on Twitch right now. The head guy that's playing League of Legends right now has over 16,000 viewers, and that's only because it's in the 3rd spot because Fortnite and Hearthstone, the top guy has over 28,000 viewers in there. And we all know who's number 1 on Fortnite now.
Oh yeah.
Tfue is. Okay. Tfue has 57,444. Daquan has 21,975 viewers.
I don't know about this one because Dota pulls in crazy numbers for its esports tournaments. So does CS:GO to this day. Fortnite, I'm not sure if it's ready yet. But League of Legends and Overwatch, I don't know.
Well, if we're gonna take Fortnite out,
yeah,
you don't think we're gonna have to go Overwatch?
I'm going Overwatch because it says best esports game. In my opinion, I love Overwatch to death. I'm biased. Yes, I'm fucking biased.
It's either Overwatch or League, hands down.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be it's gonna be between Overwatch, League, and Dota. I don't think CS:GO is going to do it. I think it's gonna be between them 3, but I'd probably give the slight edge to Overwatch because out of the 4, hold up, my math is bad. Out of the 5, aside from Fortnite, but we ain't talking about that, it's the newest game, and it still has as big of a following as it did day 1. So I think Overwatch might take that shit.
Okay.
Like League of Legends still has a crazy following, but it's hard to get into. I'm only taking Overwatch because to the average person who like might want to start watching esports could probably pick that up faster than League of Legends.
Yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely. Because
like my homeboy, shout out to the homie Oscar. I mentioned you like 5 damn times in this podcast. He taught me at least how to understand League of Legends, like from like when I watch him play. Because before I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. I didn't get it, but now that I kind of understand it, it's hard. It's a little bit confusing, like top lane, mid lane, right lane, or whatever, and then you gotta, oh Jesus Christ, and like you gotta have like the right stacking and shit. Like Overwatch is literally just pick this character, hold this point, defend this position. It's easier to watch. It's probably more entertaining to understand because it's just bright in your face, big characters. You can differentiate what's going on, and you can kind of get an understanding.
It'll be. Yeah. Overwatch is more casual to pick up for the player than the Legends is.
And you can get more of an understanding of like what is going on or like what tactics they may be using.
Yeah.
So I think Overwatch might get the league on that. But before we tackle the last few topics at hand, make sure y'all go ahead and support the homies over at the Gaming Illuminati. Support them because they support us. They have an app that's available via iOS and Android, as well as a fully functional website that works on your mobile browser in case you ain't got enough data to download said app. As well as make sure you check out their podcast, the Gaming Illuminati podcast, the Triple Threat podcast. Shout out to the homie TBH with the Okage Thoughts, where he be dropping gems. That's a solo podcast. And the Enlightened Sounds podcast. That's their music podcast. Support them because they support us, goddammit. Now, back to the show. Oh yeah, I almost forgot this shit. Make sure you go check out SouthCloudClothing.co. They support your boy. Use code Zilla, all capitalization marks. Yeah, all capitalization marks or whatever at your checkout to receive 50% off your purchase. They have dope gear that fits not only the gamer, but the skater and the athlete. Everything I kind of represent. And the gamer. Like, come on now. It's dope. But back to the show. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this because I'm mad and happy at the same time. Actually, I'm not even happy, to be honest with you. For those of y'all who don't know, the PS Classic dropped, I think, yesterday. So, whoever got that, more power to you. I'm not even going to hold you. At first, I thought about getting one. Then I actually thought about it. I was like, there's no point because I'm not going to play any of those games. Like, they don't hold the test of time. And some of the games that they do have, I have the updated version or the remaster. They should have made a PS2 Classic if they're going to do this. But, you know.
See, my opinion on the PS1. Like, okay, all the games that they have, I either have on my PS3 or I can buy on the network on the PS3. Like Siphon Filter, I can buy it. I got all the Resident Evils. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this was nothing but
it's a cash grab.
Yeah, exactly. I'm throwing my hat in there because of the success of the Nintendo Mini. Where's the Sega Mini at? Where's that at? Where's that coming?
I'm waiting for the 64 Mini. What's happening, Biggie? We appreciate you, bro. I'm glad you're feeling better, my G. I don't know. I thought about it. Like, it'd be a good flip because I'm pretty sure people are buying this shit and flipping it. I'm all for the flip game. Get your money. But I can't see myself buying this because it serves no purpose for me. It just doesn't. It really doesn't. Like $100.
Like half those games you can get on emulators too, if you're your PC.
Yeah, because don't they have Spyro on that bitch? And like the Spyro remaster just dropped.
Yeah, they have the Crash trilogy. I don't see. There's nothing of value on that PlayStation Mini for me. There's nothing of value.
It's just nothing that I would be like, oh, I need that. Like, nah. Like Siphon Filter is dope. Don't get me wrong. I played that shit. Crash, whatever. But like, even if they had Medieval or whatever, right? They're making a remaster of that game. Make sure you go check it out. Check out my article on WoozleGaming.com too as well. Shameless plug. But yeah, they legit, like most of the games that they have on that mini, they're like remastering or people already have them or emulating.
Like I can buy Final Fantasy VII for the PS3. You know what I'm saying?
Did they remaster that shit too?
We don't. That's in limbo, bro.
That's the one that was in limbo. Okay.
Yeah, that's in limbo. They said 2019. I don't believe it until when I go to E3 this year and it's up there and I'm looking at it and they drop a date, then I'll believe it.
Yeah, I didn't remember which Final Fantasy it was, but I remember there was one where it was like everybody started crying and lost their mind too, but like it got pushed back. Okay, it was 7.
It's been pushed back for like over 5 years.
Jesus Christ. Kingdom Hearts is coming out before Final Fantasy. I'm sorry, people. Now, let's go ahead and tackle this real quick. Rainbow Six Siege. I had to mention it because, like I said, one of my favorite shooters of all time. The new update, Windbreaker, is now live. Added the 2 new operators in the new map. Make sure you go check that out. Final topic. Tekken 7. Now, y'all know I'm a Tekken head. I haven't uploaded as much nor played as much as I should have because, damn it, there's too many games for me to be distracted by. I'm sorry. But recently at the Tekken World Tour, they revealed the last 4 DLC characters that will be out for Tekken 7 on the Season 2 pass or whatever, right? First we got Lei Wulong and we got Anna Williams. I was happy about that because I fuck with Lei. Then, I ain't even gonna lie, they surprised me with this one. Because I actually asked for these characters and for my wishes to be answered. Thank you, Lord. And thank you, Harada. Harada? My G, I appreciate you. Now, they added Marduk. In case you ain't know, Marduk was the MMA fighter, whatever, the big, gigantic 7-foot dude. I hate him.
Rival.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I hate him. He a bitch. Fuck Marduk. And they added my dog, Armor King. Woo! Love it. And they added Julia, and they had a Negan trailer. Now, we already knew Negan was coming, but as far as the 3 characters that we ain't see coming, they added Marduk, Armor King, and Julia. Marduk and Armor King are available as of today, like as this podcast is going, in case you ain't know. If you know, you know. Now you know. They're available now to go play, if you have the season pass or whatever. Marduk looks fucking ridiculous. Shout out to King J. I actually watched one of his videos. If you actually pull off one of his combos right, including his rage, you can take off like 99% health.
Damn.
Yeah. And I seen this one with Armor King. If you have him against the wall with rage, you could wipe out their entire health bar.
I used to hate fucking King on Tekken on PS1.
Yeah.
Fucking them chain fucking locks, man.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't become a King main until like 6.
See, my favorite characters were Beck and Harang. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, Harang's still a beast in this one. Shout out to Speed Kicks because he's still a monster with him. But yeah, they revealed those 3, and I ain't gonna lie, I was happy because I've been said I want Armor King. I only wanted Marduk in there so I could beat his ass when I practice now. So I have my wish. And for them to add Julia, that's Baby Boo right there. I ain't gonna lie, I take that back. Nina's Baby Boo. That's my wifey right there. But Julia, solid side piece right there. Off rip. And she's a streamer, which is hilarious. But as for Negan, I ain't gonna hold you. I stand by my word when I say this. If you use Negan against me, I'm taking that as disrespect. And I'm gonna beat the shit out you. Because I'm learning all of his counter picks. All of his frame data. Y'all think I'm bullshit. I'm about to nerd all the way out when it comes to Negan. Just so I can beat his ass whenever I play him. I hate Negan. Because of the Walking Dead comics, for one. And the fact that he's in the game. I feel disrespected. So, that's just my preference. But the trailer they did drop for Negan was dope. And he doesn't look OP at all. Even like with the bat.
Yeah. I like how they did the whole scene where he first appeared with Rick and he had him all these.
I was mad.
Cool. That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, Tekken streams are definitely coming back, Biggie. They're definitely coming back. But I was pissed off at that only because I'm like, bro, if Lars, Kasuya, or any of them niggas punched you, it's a wrap. Them ain't normal punches, bro. But the trailer was dope, and I will say Negan does not look OP. Because while I am joking and shit like that, except for the disrespect part, if you use Negan, that's disrespectful. But while I'm joking, my biggest concern for Negan was the bat. Because I know that's going to be his thing. I was scared that he was going to have some crazy reach, some wild-ass sweeps, some crazy unblockable overheads, the whole 9. And by what I've seen in that trailer, it looks like A, is counterable, and B, is like him just throwing a regular-ass punch. It's just the bat just comes over the top as, like, you know, extra pizzazz. Yeah. So I'm not going to lie, I'm happy. Because I was scared. I was like, they could fuck this up in so many ways. They can make him the strongest character on some Peacekeeper on For Honor type shit.
No, they usually do shit like that.
Oh, I was scared. Because I'm thinking he has a bat, Lucille, whatever. It's going to cause, like, fucking bleed damage. I was thinking worst case scenario. And by what I've seen, I was wrong. And I'm okay with being wrong. I hope I am wrong when he's fully released. Because he's supposed to get released sometime next year. Like, early next year. Like, I'm assuming January, February region. That's when they're going to be like, all right, Negan's out now. But that's all I got on my show notes. Eric, you got anything you want to say, bro?
No, we covered it all. All
right, well, shout out to all the homies. Biggie, my man, is feeling better now. Thank God. Because I ain't going to lie, stomach viruses is not the business. I've had too many in my time that I would like to not admit to. Shout out to the homie K-Dog out there grinding and shit like that. Shout out to the homie Biggie. Shout out to the homie Agent out there getting that money. As well as shout out to my man Eric for pulling up. For those y'all who are probably going to be listening to the audio version of this podcast, the beat that you probably will be hearing will be the homie Biggie, a.k.a. Biggie Beats. And this is the Sauce beat. There will be a link in the description to his beat channel below. Make sure you check it out because my dude is actually getting good with this beat making shit. Shout out to Anchor for giving podcasters the ability to have sponsors now, as well as shout out to them to making it easier for us to get our. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to you about that later. Shout out to Anchor as well for making it easy for podcasters just to get their podcasts heard on different platforms. Without them, the Spotify should be twice as complicated than what it was already. So the podcast will be available via iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, Anchor. The video version will be, of course, on my YouTube channel and also on my Twitch channel as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as we enjoy doing this shit. We love y'all. Peace out.
Later.